spare bedroom. I haven't done anything with this since my sister died. Washed everything, piled it high. Look at this. A perfectly good computer or printer that is no longer any good because nobody uses serial ports anymore. That was a saga going through Hewlett Packard trying to get printers to work. There's a computer, there's a computer. And that's the one I finally had to fix because it has a firewire. And this little cable or camera requires a firewire to transfer video from it. Talk about old stuff. I've had this for a while. This thing, the memory started going bad on it, which is why I ended up with the one I got now, but I think I've managed to get it down to one bank of decent memory and hook it all back up in here, and I can turn it on and off. Created a home group so I can share, and then I had 50 feet of Ethernet cable and plugged it all around and into the back of the router. And so now I can use my good camera. Well, good, it's good, but it's old, but it works. And bought new battery to keep the time and date correct, and bought new battery for it's rechargeable. In fact, I'll bring the power supply in here and plug it in here so I can just leave it in here when I want to recharge the batteries. So that was one of my chores for today, was to get this thing set back up so that I could start using that camera instead of these little Chinese GoPro knockoffs, which work. I've taken lots of video with them and they fit in your pocket. I like them, but they're also wide angle, so everything, the horizon and everything, they distort everything. And that takes regular 16:9 video. That's the way I've got it set up. So if you just hadn't seen it, there's a picture of my boat, although I don't have that sail anymore, that homemade sail. I put a store-bought Dacron sail on it. There's a whole lot more that's been done to it since then. That was when I actually officially said that it was built. It's out in the garage. You've seen it in the Matthew video or whatever. Still registered. I still pay taxes on it. Isn't that amazing? Take a bunch of wood and build something out of it, and the state makes you pay taxes on it. Okay, that's all for this little clip. Didn't even have a mouse pad for this. Had to use the paperwork I got from the Francis Marion Forest on all the trails. But I can shut everything off in here, leave it shut down, leave the door shut. All I have to do is unplug the Ethernet cable and bring it back in, and whenever I've got video from that camera to upload, because I can upload it to that computer and then send it over the wire to the other computer. And I've already checked and that all works. So apparently I didn't forget everything I used to do for a living. Alright, I'm done recording for right now. Show you one more thing. We trimmed Ruby up a little bit today. She was getting kind of scraggly, but she was outside running back and forth and playing, and I think she done stepped in one of the holes she dug, because now she's limping a little bit. Limping lizard. Yep, that's that left front foot. She did something to it. So much for being active. You're getting old, dog. Okay, that's it for now. Update on Ruby, update on the computer situation. Finally got the old camera. Okay, we really are done recording today's daily vlog. Cooking some hot dogs for dinner tonight and lunch. Take them out after they've been grilled, take them out, throw them in the microwave, and thought I'd show you 12 years into the 10-year landscaping plan. I had the fence extended all the way to the edge, put in double gates so I could get the lawn tractor in here. Those trees, that's wood out there, trees that were blown down in Hurricane Matthew in my neighbor's yard. I helped him cut them up and he gave them to me for firewood. That's what I've been burning in the fireplace. There's one tree stump left there. There's one right there. That's the one I use for chopping firewood on. And there's another one right here. That's that fire starter stuff. I could light that and it would burn with I could light it with a match and it would burn. That one would too. It's like petrified wood. It won't go away. You see where I drilled holes in it. I tried stump remover and everything else. It'd take 20 years for that thing to. And there's where Leo's buried. Right there is where Harriet's buried. Right over here where it's sinking down in the corner there is where Emma's buried. That's my garden that I haven't done anything with. There's a stump back over there and a stump back over there. But most of the other stumps are gone. Bam Bam made so much noise. I put this hedge in so he couldn't see Harriet on the deck, and then he moved. Also extended the fence down on that side of the house. Put in box roses. I trimmed them back last year. They look dead, but they will come back. I never did trim these. These are called waxy ligustrums. I just let them grow. Put them in the ground and let them grow. And those are something kind of elm. They've been here since I lived here. They're actually on the other side of the fence, but it makes a great privacy screen between that house and the back. All the bushes that were in this thing's gone. Those things, I forget what they call them. They're growing. Finally quit feeding the birds and all that. I used to have flower gardens and everything in here, but Ruby and Emma used to love going digging in the fresh flowers, so I quit planting flowers in there. And the birds will get to swinging. I bet I broke a half a dozen bird feeders. And was feeding woodpeckers on that thing. In fact, the suet thing might still be there. Oh, it was gone. I took it down and took it inside. No, there it is right there. I had that up on the tree. So that's it. All those trees gone. There were 56 trees in this yard when I moved here. Now I'm down to 2. And that's not really a tree, that's just a weed that never got whacked. And it seems to have been dying off, although I see buds on the branches. I thought about cutting it down last year. Thought about cutting all this stuff down and getting a bobcat in here and just leveling it out instead of all these hills with this ornamental grass. Okay, enough vlogging. I gotta tend to dinner. We got trimmed up a little bit too. Some of that wispy stuff that was all over her. Don't she look pretty? Yep. I don't trim her. She was getting knots on the end of her tail. The hair was mats. More the hair was all matted. I don't know what she's doing to her front legs. She keeps licking on them. She's limping right now. She fell into a hole she dug or something. Running around here chasing something. Come on, dog. Okay, we're done. Well, check this out. A selfie stick for this Chinese knockoff GoPro. Chinese GoPro knockoff. Well, today's vlog, let's see. We went to breakfast with a friend who just had surgery, first time out. A good time was had by all. Came home, got the Ruby dog, went down on Sawmill Creek. We walked quite a ways this time. I actually found a couple trails that I didn't know were there that go off up into housing areas, and the very last exercise station on that fitness trail was the cool down, so I did all the cool down stuff. Then we walked back, found a mating pair of mallards down in the creek. They were swimming upstream, so We were actually walking faster than they were swimming. Ruby got interested in them once she saw them, but they sort of stopped. I think they were just looking for a place to build a nest. And that's been pretty much the extent of the day. So now I'm trying out this selfie stick, so you can look at my mug when we're walking down the road. I guess. Let's see how it works.